Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and today I have a yummy Gemini flow for you. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury. They are the sign of duality, communication, and creativity, or curiosity, I should say. And they are mutable and multifaceted human beings. They pick up information quickly. They don't have any problem bouncing between topics, and they love a good debate. On the flip side, they can be flighty, they can be unreliable, and they're that sign that is known for going from hot to cold without notice, just on the drop of a dime. And so they often need help with grounding their energy, coming back into the everyday, seeing things and projects through. And so they can benefit from practices that help them to do so. So this sign actually sits in the throat chakra, but today we're going to do a practice that brings us all the way down into our root chakra, into the muladhara chakra, to help to ground. So if you're dealing with flighty energy, with anxiety, with feeling like you've got a million tabs open in your head and you can't concentrate or follow anything through, this is the practice for you. So I invite you to find your way to your mat. You're going to place your mat in the same orientation as mine. We're going to be doing a standing flow for the most part, facing each other. I invite you, if you have tricksy knees, and they need a little extra love, we're going to be doing Malasana as our peak pose, and so I invite you to bring along some blocks or a low stool or a stack of pillows, something that you can use to help ease pressure on the knees when we come to that position. First of all, you're going to find your way to your Tadasana. We're going to bring our feet about hip-width distance apart, toes pointing forward. And I invite you to just take a little moment here to ground through the feet, to feel into your big toe mound, your pinky toe mound, the back two corners of your feet. Really spread your your toes, I should say, nice and wide, and see if you can feel that suction cup sensation of your feet really grabbing onto your mat and getting nice and grounded. We're accessing some earth and grounding energy today. So once you get there, I invite you to bring that energy all the way up through the legs. Let it lift through the hips, through the spine, up through the sternum. And then we're going to bring our palms face forward, roll the shoulders away from our ears, and stand up nice and tall. Feel that length through your spine, the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. And we'll let ourselves arrive by tapping into the breath. So as you're ready, inhale, reach the fingertips up, find a nice big reach, maybe you look up. Exhale, palms come together and float down to the heart. Two more, soft knees. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, draw that energy, that flighty energy all the way down. Visualizing it coming and grounding down through your feet as your hands come to your heart. Last one, soft knees. Inhale to reach. And exhale, palms come together and float down to the heart. Take a little moment here. As we move today, I invite you to feel into, to explore these three affirmations. I accept the duality of myself and work to bring all aspects into balance. I move through thoughts and ideas with ease while staying grounded in the everyday. I remind myself to have patience and compassion for myself and for others. One more breath here. Then we'll release the fingertips to the thighs And we're going to take a standing cat-cow. So when you're ready, you're going to stand up nice and tall, press your chest forward, roll your shoulders away from your ears, lift your chin. And on an exhale, you're going to round through your tailbone, curl up through your spine, let your chin come to your chest, and roll your shoulders forward. Explore that spine. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, press the hips forward. Exhale, round it forward. Everything comes forward, chin towards the chest. Last one. Inhale, lift and reach. And exhale, round it forward. Gorgeous. Come back up to your nice tall Tadasana. And then we're going to bring our feet nice and wide. So wider than your hips. There's about 3 feet worth of space between your feet. Your toes are pointing out. Your heels are pointing in. We're going to ground into our empowering goddess pose and do a little flow here. So when you're ready, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, push them out, let the sit bones sink down towards the earth, and just let your arms float in front of you. Inhale to lift and to reach. Exhale, sink it down. Try to keep your torso and your chest lifted. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, sink it down. 3 more. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, sink her down. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale to sink. Last one. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink it down. Listen carefully. Hands can come to the thighs or rest in front of you. We're here for 3, 2, 1. And then we lift it all the way back up. Woo! Feel those quads burning. We're going to dial the toes in so that the feet are parallel to each other, keeping the feet nice and wide. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. And exhale, come all the way down into your forward fold. Reach the fingertips towards the earth. Adjust your feet if you need to. I often need to take a wider stance here. Let your forehead bow down. Maybe you sway side to side if you want to bring blocks into the situation. And lift the earth up to you. Allow that to happen. Feel that inner thigh and hamstring stretch. Backs of the knees. Letting that groin shine up towards the heavens. And then we're going to take a revolve. So you're going to plant your palms on your blocks or on the floor. Find a flat back position. And then we'll bring the left palm underneath the nose. And when we're ready, right fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. You're pulling back with your right shoulder, pressing into both feet, pressing into that left palm. Nice inhale in here. Exhale, float those fingertips down. Plant the right palm underneath your nose. And when you're ready, left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Pull back with that shoulder. Press into that right palm. Feel that stretch on the thigh. Inhale in. Exhale. Float it all the way down. As you're ready, hands come to the waistline. Lift it all the way back up. Find your wide-legged stance. We're just going to bring the feet in a little bit if you widen them quite a bit. You still want them wider than your hips. We're going to come to a warrior one on the right side. Dial the left toes in, right toes towards the top edge of your mat or towards the right side, so facing away from you. Dial your hips towards that right foot, bend through that right knee, and when you're ready, reach the fingertips up towards the sky and relax your shoulders. Drop your center of gravity, press into both feet. Excuse me. We're going to come into a humble warrior. Inhale to reach. Exhale, float the fingertips down behind the tailbone, interlace. You find your version of an open heart here. Maybe knuckles rest and shoulders roll back. Maybe you can stretch the knuckles down and away from the body. Open that chest. And then let's find our humble warrior. Inhale to lift. Exhale, you're just bowing forward as much as your body allows. You're aiming to come to the inside of that right thigh and maybe bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. Roll those shoulders back. Press into both feet. Feel that right thigh working hard. Nicely done. When you're ready, rise back up. Release the fingertips, send them back up towards the sky. Woo, feel that flush of energy. Inhale in, exhale, palms come together, and they float down to the heart. Nicely done. Straighten through the right leg. Adjust that back foot in a little bit more if you need to. Keep those toes dialed in. We're coming into a pyramid. Inhale to lift. Exhale, you're going to send your tailbone back, your crown forward. Keep your shoulders rolled away from your ears as you find a flat back position. Bowing forward. Feel that stretch in the back of the right thigh. One more breath here. On the exhale, hands come to the thigh, the knee, the shin, or down to the earth. And we just start to find our stretch here. Remember, you can bend through that right knee if you need to. You can practice bending and flexing as you bow your forehead towards your knee. See if you can peel back with that right hip crease. So you're just playing with the placement of your hips until you really feel the stretch. Nice. We're going to bring it into a triangle. So lift your torso a little bit. So that you've got space here, right hand to right shin, knee, or thigh. And we're going to see if we can lift those left fingertips up towards the sky. We're pulling back with that right shoulder. Try to stack the right shoulder over the left. So we're not bowing forward anymore. We're lifting that left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Maybe we lift our palm up our leg, our right hand up our leg a little bit more so that we have more space. Beautiful. One more breath here. Gorgeous. We're going to bring it into a warrior two. Bend the right knee. Lift up. Send the arms wide beside you. And then adjust that left foot so that the foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Maybe create more space between your feet so that you can bend that right knee. Relax the shoulders, press down into your palms. A nice warrior two stance here. Inhale in. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Straighten through old right leg, dial right toes in. Find your way back to your wide-legged stance. Shake it out if you need to. Do a twist. Get yourself settled once again. We're going to do that same flow on the left side. So we're dialing the right toes in, left toes away from us, bending through the left knee. Finding our warrior one legs, dropping center of gravity. When we're ready, fingertips reach up towards the sky. And we relax our shoulders. Find our nice, powerful stance here. Inhale in. Exhale, float those fingertips down behind the tailbone. Other thumb on top, just a little bit of yoga for the brain. Then find your open heart. Roll those shoulders back. Hug the tail or the belly button to the spine. Find that nice, strong stance. Inhaling here. And exhale, just bow forward as much as your body allows. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Maybe you're coming all the way down. Bowing the crown towards the earth, coming to the inside of the left thigh. Feel those legs working. Feel those shoulders roll back. Gorgeous. When you're ready, rise back up. You release those fingertips. Once again, feel that flush of energy. Reach them up towards the sky. And on an exhale, palms come together. Float down to the heart. Straighten through a left leg. Adjust your right foot in a little bit if you need to. And then find that nice tall lift. Shoulders roll back. Send your bum back, your crown forward as you bow towards that left knee. Keeping a flat back position to start here. Chest is lifted and you're just hinging at the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to thigh, knee, shin, or floor, and surrender into the pose. Maybe you notice that on each exhale, you can get a little bit deeper into it. Remember, you can practice bending and flexing that left knee, getting the stretch, how your body is able to find it today. Nicely done. All right, let's bring it into our triangle. So lift your torso a bit. Left hand to left shin, knee, or thigh. Right fingertips are going to reach up towards the sky. Remember, you want to find some lift here before allowing yourself to sink into it so that you can keep the right shoulder dialed back, stacked over that left shoulder. Chest is open towards the right. One more breath here. And let's see if we can find our warrior two. Bend through the left knee, send the arms out wide. You're facing towards the right side of your mat. And you're going to dial those right toes so that the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Maybe widen your stance a little bit. Bend into that left knee. Find a nice fierce gaze, maybe past your left fingertips. Inhale in here. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Straighten through old left leg. Dial left toes in. And then we're just heel toe, whoop, whoop, do-si-do. Find our way back into the center line, back into our Tadasana. And we're going to come down into our Malasana. So if you have tricksy knees, this is where the blocks or your prop come into play. Stack them on their shortest edge, one on top of the other, so that you've got a good foundation. We're all going to bring our feet just wider than our hips, toes pointing out. So not hugely wide here, just a little bit wider than your hips. And you're going to bring those blocks, if you're using them, and place them where you think your tailbone or your sits bones are going to go. Everyone's going to find our nice tall stance here. We're going to inhale, reach our fingertips up. Exhale down to a nice forward fold. Let yourself soften here, sway side to side if you need to. Then with fingertips on the earth, we're going to start to bend the knees, drop the sits bones down towards the earth. If you're coming to your blocks, you're letting your sits bones land on the blocks with the knees pointing up towards the sky. Maybe you need to dial your heels in a little bit or adjust those feet. Make sure they stay nice and flat on the earth. If you're not using blocks, your sits bones are floating above the floor. We're all bringing our elbows to the inside of the knees and bringing our palms together at our heart center. We're pressing the knees into the palms, the knees into the elbows and the elbows into the knees. And we're feeling that deep stretch on the inner thigh, grounding down, finding our foundation, tapping into our ancestral roots, making sure we're keeping our weight distributed evenly in our feet. Maybe you rock side to side. Beautiful. Now we're going to see if we can find a revolved here. So you're going to plant your left palm beside your left foot, And when you're ready, right fingertips are going to reach out behind you. You're opening your chest once again. Maybe you look back at those right fingertips. You've got this. Legs working hard. Inhale in. Exhale. Right hand comes all the way back. And we plant it down by the right foot. Push that arm into the leg. As you reach your left fingertips out behind you, open the heart. Look back at those left fingertips perhaps. Inhale in. Exhale, bring that left hand back to center. We're going to plant our palms and start to straighten through the knees, lifting the hips up towards the sky, finding our forward fold once again. Heel toe, your feet into the midline, wherever is comfortable for your body. And just let yourself relish in this forward fold for a moment. Nice. We're going to come down to a tabletop position. So we're going to plant the palms, bend the knees, step one foot back and then the other. Find that tabletop position. Move your blocks out of the way if you were using them. And then we're coming to our seat. Swing the legs to one side, any side. Come to your seat. Bring your feet in front of you. Feet nice and wide. Knees shining up towards the sky. Hands behind you so that you can lean back and find some stability here. When you're ready, deep breath in. Exhale, both knees go to the left. Find that internal rotation of the right thigh bone. And maybe you stay here just leaning back. You can peel back with that right shoulder. You can look past it and just allow yourself to stay here. If you want more, come up onto your sits bones, finding your tall seat. Tuck your left heel in towards your groin a little bit more, and then fold over that left shin. Maybe your elbows come to the earth. Maybe your palms stay planted. Just let yourself surrender here for a moment. One more breath. When you're ready, we're rising back up. We're meeting our friends back in that nice tall deer pose. Then we'll float our knees back up through center. Readjust the feet, readjust the sits bones. Make sure the feet are nice and wide. Deep breath in. Exhale, both knees go to the right. Same thing here. You can stay here. Peeling back with that left shoulder, playing with your neck, letting yourself stay nice and soft. Or you can lift up onto your sits bones. Lock. Tuck the right heel in towards the groin more, and then just allow yourself to bow forward, finding your deer pose. One more breath here. Beautiful. In your own time, lift it back up and make your way to a comfortable seat of your choice. You can lift your hips up on your block. You can come to a chair. You can come to Sukhasana. When you arrive, ground down through your sits bones. Maybe you move the fleshy part of the buttocks aside so you can really feel that butt to earth connection. Lift up through your spine. Let your shoulders relax down. Let your hands fall gently to your knees or your thighs. And take a little moment here to feel the effects of your practice. And when you're ready, I invite you to inhale, open the arms nice and wide. Exhale, palms together at the heart, or those hands land on the heart center or the belly, whatever feels good to you. We'll take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll bow to ourselves, bow to each other, bow to our practice, and maybe we tune back into those affirmations. I accept the duality of myself and work to bring all aspects into balance. I move through thoughts and ideas with ease while staying grounded in the everyday. I remind myself to have patience and compassion for myself and others. Thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. I hope that this practice helped you ground your scattered energy, find focus, and at the very least, get a really nice, good stretch in those hips and those legs. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to stay up to date with any Mama Magma content. And I hope to see you next time. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you soon.